Nikos Rentas here, mentorsapproach.com. I'm going to get into an email today, and it's a great email that a lot of people struggle with. And it's something to do around what do you do after you graduate. It's for those students, it's for those people that went back to school. It is for anybody who has decided to change careers and all of a sudden it's not working great. And what do we do? So, jump right into it. Hi, Nikos. I recently graduated from a business degree and have not been able to land a job. I've applied to go back for my MBA and I'm worried that I am making a mistake. I don't really like accounting, but I see job postings all the time and I decided to apply. That's a wrong way to look at it, but I'm going to get into it as we go. My parents are disappointed in me and believe I should go for it as it comes with co-op and it is accounting. All right, so you're repeating accounting and you don't like it, yet your parents are telling you to do it, and you repeat accounting like it's like, yeah, why do I need to do this? Think about that mentality right there, and all the videos and all the work I do. That's not the right way to go. My friends graduated with me and landed jobs right away, and it really pisses me off. I feel like I wasted my money, and I will waste more money. I am living at home with my parents, and it's been fighting nonstop. That phrase right there, I'm going to get into it in a sec, but you're pissed off not at the fact that you can't land a job. You're pissed off at yourself because you're stuck in this situation. And it's more of a fear of the future. It's not a fear of what's happening now. You're in this situation right now. It's temporary. It's not going to stay there. Okay, eventually you will land a job. I'm going to talk about in a sec of what you need to do, but at the same time, you need to address these emotions you're having inside. You should not be fighting with your parents. I know, I've been there. Okay, it is a tough thing to do to stay with your parents after you've graduated, after you know you could be working, making money, and moving out, and now they're telling you what to do all the time. And clearly, they want you to go back to school, and they're like, "Hey, stick around for another 2 years." It's a tough thing to do. I look at my friends and I feel that there is something wrong with me. I have nothing and don't see any future. Have you ever felt this way? Any advice would be great. Fact is, you will feel like this over and over through your life. That's a fact of reality. That's how life goes. You can't be looking at it from perspective of you're giving up. That statement right there, there's something wrong with you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. You're feeling like this because you're not where you believe you should be. And time plays a big factor in that, and your opportunities play a factor in that. The goal here is, how do you get opportunities to happen? That is what you really need to focus on. Forget about, you're living with your parents. Forget about the fact that they're controlling everything. Forget the fact that your friends have landed jobs. Forget the fact that you might be going back for something you don't really like. Okay? This isn't immediate. You've applied. You're gonna start going in September. You have what, 2 more months? 2 more months to get going. So in 2 months, I guarantee you could get a job. And the process is quite simple. You're going to go online and you're going to look up every company, every job there is, and you're just going to start applying for any kind of job that is in the business realm. Okay? You didn't really state what exactly your degree was on with business. If it was just a plain business degree, then you can apply to anything that is within the realms that you might get hired for. And when I say might, it could be something that's a little bit higher. Definitely apply for everything that's lower than what you're expecting. All you need right now is experience. Experience is the number one thing you need to do. Even if you go for that MBA and say you get the co-op, you're still going to leave looking for a job that's going to start you around 45, 50, 70,000. Okay? Your goal right now is to get any job. And then your next goal is to find a way to get out of your house. That would be my top 2 things that I would be doing. And the way I would structure it is apply to every job. For every 10 jobs, expect to do at least 3 interviews. If that number is too much, then apply to more. I had a buddy, and I was coaching him what to do, how to do it. And he was like, let me apply to 100 jobs a day. He sat there. It was an 8-hour day work period for him. And he just applied to every job. Guess what? Out of those 100 jobs, okay, he ended up getting, and he was applying to everything, even if it didn't apply to him. And he ended up getting a job within a 4-month period, a job he wanted, Okay, but he started getting like 3, 4, 5 interviews every week. And as he was going into the interviews, he was realizing, yeah, I don't really want to do that. Yeah, I don't really want to do that. Okay. However, the fact is, the job he did get, he was called on. He got called from when he applied 2 weeks into his process. So you need to just start applying, and once you start applying, and it's all numbers game, then you will get called backs. And the best part of it is you're meeting people. Then you're gonna go back to your LinkedIn and you start adding them to LinkedIn. If you meet somebody from like Home Hardware or Home Depot, okay, for a business job in the head office, and you go in for that interview, add them. You add all these people. You're building connections. The problem with what we're taught in school and what reality is that it's all about connections. It's all about the people you meet. The other thing I would suggest is look up every networking event you can fucking find. You go find it, okay? And you head out there and you go to every networking event you can go to. And when you go there, you meet people and you say, hey, I just graduated. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with the rest of my life. And you'll meet people. They'll give you their cards. Hey, great. Let me tell you a little bit about what we do. Give you a call. You set up some time and you talk to them over the phone, or you go meet them. Okay? And then you say, hey, like, this is great. I wouldn't mind being in a role like this. This is kind of awesome. What do I do to get there? And what you'll see is people are going to be willing to want to help you. Okay? Don't worry about anything else that's happening. Okay? In your email, you are more frustrated with yourself than you are with the world. And then what you're doing is you're intaking it in and going, fuck the world. I hate the world. I don't want to be doing this anymore. Why is it not working out? My buddies are out there. Now on your buddy's side, on your friends, I can tell you this. 10 years later, 15 years later, you will meet with them and they will be like, hey, what are you doing? And you'll be like, well, I'm doing this and this and this, and I love it, and it's great. Why? Because you're taking the stepping stones, and what's going to happen is the people that just jump into a job and then they got married and they're still at the same job 10 years later, they're going to be like, yeah, it's just work. I keep going back to work. I keep doing the same thing every day. I hate my life. They won't actually tell you every time. Some of them will. But they won't, they won't present it that way. But you'll see it in there. Their soul has been sucked out of them because they didn't really figure out what they wanted to do. They went for the money right away when they graduated. It's a place you do not want to be in. And quite frankly, your goal right now is to get any job so you can start looking at what job you want. The next stage after that is, do I want to do the MBA? Yes or no? Okay? I should be doing this. MBA, yes or no? Clearly, I don't want to do accounting, but I want to do the MBA. Now you can go to a part-time program, or you can work for a year and then go back to the MBA knowing, hey, this is the whole world how it works outside. Now I have what I want to do, okay, in my hands, and I can actually go and apply for a program that makes sense for me. I applied for the MBA. I got in. I ended up just doing the project management professional designation. Why? Because there was a guy who goes, Nico, do this and you will thank me. Plus, I got a nice big project for you and you need to work on it. And I was like, ding, 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 money. I can always go to the MBA whenever I want to go do the MBA because I already got in. So clearly I can get back in there again. Okay. That was my mentality. And you know what? It paid dividends for me. It was great. You're looking at it from a perspective of what's good for me. Your next stage, stage 2 is keep networking. It's about who you know, okay? It's not about your credentials. It's not about all that other stuff. It's about who you know. So your focus is and will always be who you know, okay? Your communication skills is number 3. Increase them. Go back to school and take some communication courses. Go do Toastmasters. Learn to speak in a level of how everybody else is speaking. Be charismatic. Try to make more relationships stronger. And as you build these strong relationships, what you'll see is your networking will turn into, like when I go networking, I don't even talk about business. I don't talk about all that. They talk to me about it, but I avoid it. I want to meet and see what they have to say, okay, about who they are, because I want to work with people that are in my realm. They're happy with what they do. They have businesses. They love what they're doing. Those are the type of people you want to focus on. And what happens is those people will come back and they're like, Nikos is awesome. He asks me how my wife's doing, asks me how the kids are doing before he even starts talking about business. I like to know the person. I want to know what that person is doing. I want to know their integrity. I want to know what kind of a mentality they're carrying forward, because quite frankly, I've been burned with people that are in a narcissistic realm. I'm not saying narcissist, but a narcissistic realm. And what happens is they go for money. and they will burn you and they will push you. They'll burn the bridge with you under it. Okay, and then they'll come back 6 months later and be like, hey, so you want to work on a deal with me? Because I think I got a good opportunity. We could definitely do it together. And then you say no, and then they get pissed off at you. It's a great feeling later on, but that burning sensation of somebody stabbing you in the back and pushing you down, you don't want that. And that's why I work with people who have integrity, who know their life purpose, who know what mission and the vision they have and how to follow that, like, towards and go towards that purpose. So that's the type of people you want to surround yourself with, and you'll find them networking. Okay, and on top of that, networking, you're gonna meet a lot of people, and most likely you're gonna go out and maybe meet a girl. And for everybody who goes out there, you might meet your next partner. Okay, because everybody's out there networking, they're meeting people. Go to meetup.com and go meet people. Okay, you want to go out and be active. You want to go out for the beach volleyball and all that stuff. You meet a lot of people that are professionals, and they can help you. That is the goal. Okay, your parents are trying to figure out the next best thing for you. They don't know what's best for you. You know what's best for you. Okay, nobody's going to tell you what's best for you other than you looking for it. And that is the goal. So look at the whole picture. Don't just look at your current situation now. Look at it as the opportunity of a lifetime. You're in a position where you might have debt, you might not. Your parents might be paying might have paid a lot of the bills, whatever. Okay, but you're living at home. You have an opportunity to go out networking, get the first job, go network more, get the second job that's going to pay you a lot more, get in the direction you want, go do your MBA, okay? You have no strings attached. Who knows? Maybe you'll meet like a great person that's doing a startup and they go, come in, like join me, and then all of a sudden it blows up, and 4 years later you're looking at massive cash flow, and you're laughing, and your buddies are sitting there going, Yeah, I'm still working at the same job, okay? Your parents are going to be super happy, and never think that your parents are disappointed in you. You not being able to find a job for yourself, when you're trying, they're not disappointed. And that's why they're saying go do your MBA. They wouldn't be suggesting go do your MBA and supporting you in that if they didn't love you and respect you as a person, okay? They know you can't find a job, and they're trying to help you. If you weren't trying and you were just like some bum on the couch, then then you could say what you're telling me. The words hate and the words like how your emotions are being described. I want you to wake up every morning and say, I'm not going to use that word. I'm not going to use these negative words. Positive. Be positive for the next 2-3 weeks, because every interview you go into, I want you to sit there and be like, this is my job. I am getting this job. And you go in there and you interview. And whether you're successful or not, you keep doing that. Because that's how success comes. Through that positivity of knowing you're going to get there. You're going to go up that. Write down your purpose, your mission in life. Where do you want to be in 5 years, 10 years? Write it all down. Start doing what I said to do. If you want to spend a good personal 1 hour time with me, we can go do that over the phone and talk about all the specifics of what's going on, so we can really shape up of what direction you need to go to and how you can manage being successful in the next 4 months, being like, I love my life, fucking awesome, this is great, this is where I want to be, and this is where I'm going. That is my goal. Again, nobody knows where you need to be except for you. This is what we pull out of you so we can figure out what direction you need to go. So get on a coach call. My name is Nikos Rentas, mentorsapproach.com. Thank you.